Okay, we have one person who has already joined. Two now. Wonderful. I can see some unique and some wonderful nicknames. Quickly, guys, please join so that I can start the session. Who is this wonder unicorn?
Yeah, that's me, ma'am.
Great. And this is a duck. Who is this person?
Hari Kishni.
Great. Okay. So, Sujata, please join. Sujata, Manjul, and Nitin. If you can please join so that I can start. Hari Krishnan, I guess you dropped out of it.
No. Acha, okay, connection lost.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I can see again. All right. So I'm starting the game now. Wonderful. So the first question is, more than false choices and options, the highest freedom lies in being true to oneself and defying expectations of others. It's a true and false option. Great, we have two answers. Wonderful. So both of you think that it's a true statement. Yes. Next. So we have decisive duck topping the charts right now. We have one more person who's joined Dazzled Kitchen. Okay, next. So the second question is, who said this? Whatever you resist will persist. We studied about it in the last class. I told you a famous uh, psychologist quoted this particular line. Great. Very good. So the next question is, okay. So we have Dazzled Kitchen on the second number now. Next. Negative liberty concerns with what others might do to limit your actions. So guys, there are two concepts. One is negative liberty, and the second one is positive liberty. So what do you think negative liberty means? Wonderful. One person gave the wrong answer. So this statement is correct, absolutely correct. Once I'll take you to today's slide, you'll understand what negative liberty and positive liberty means. Okay, we have decisive duck topping the charts. Then next, positive liberty deals with what you can do to control your own. Wonderful. Three answers and all correct. Great. I can see the scores going up. Do you want to be a push start machine or a self start machine? Wonderful. So one person answered both. Yes, that can also be a correct answer from a different perspective, but we'll discuss more about it. Why we should actually be a self-start machine, and that would work more better for us. We'll discuss that with more examples. Oh, great. So we have a streak. So, a decisive duck, you've answered 3 questions correctly. So, you have a streak right now, and you will get more points for that. Do you love yourself? Such a simple question. Okay. So, we have yes and then maybe yes. Can I please know who is this person who marked maybe? Okay, nobody marked maybe yes. Great. So all 3 marked yes. That works then. Great. Ability to see things from another person's perspective and sympathize with their emotions is important. What do you feel, guys? Is it important or not? We already have 3 answers. Oh, 4 answers. There's one more person who has joined later. Great. Yes, it's absolutely true. It's very, very important to see things from another person's perspective also. तभी हम कहते हैं ना कि दूसरों के शूज में जाके भी देखना चाहिए how they feel. So it's very important कि हम दूसरे के perspective से बात को समझने की कोशिश करें. क्या पता हम सिर्फ अपने perspective से बात को सोच रहे हैं और वो चीज हमें गलत लग रही है बट सामने वाला जिस पर्सपेक्टिव से बोल रहा है वो भी बहुत जरूरी है उसकी बात सुनना बीइंग एन इफेक्टिव लिसनर एंड उसके साथ सिंपथाइज करना उसके इमोशंस को समझना दैट्स वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट okay we have one more person power falcon who's joined great next so this is the last question I will work towards it and be more free and feel more free. Somebody who has attended the last class will understand what I mean by saying feel more free. Great. So we have all 4 people saying yes, definitely. Wonderful. Okay, so let's see who's topping the charts. On third, we have Wonder Unicorn. Second, we have Dazzle's Kitchen. Okay, great. We have Decisive Duck as topping the charts. So 1, 2, and 3. All 3 of you did a great job. And the 4th person also who joined late was answering correctly. So maybe you guys can, whoever didn't join, can do this activity later. I'll share the link with all of you. So congratulations, all 3 of you. You guys did a great job.
Thank you. Thank you. It was a great activity, actually.
Wonderful. Thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed it and got to learn and revise the previous concepts. All right. So I can see that Dr. Chandrakanta ji joined late. No worries. You can see the recording and you can see the activity also. Wonderful. So we'll then go back to the slides. Okay, so just to give you a revision, we were doing freedom values. Is my screen visible, everyone? The PPT is visible, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. So we were doing freedom values, which is discourse 8, and we discussed certain things on that, and we discussed what freedom means. Uh, and freedom can have a different meaning for different people, and we discussed on that. Then we were actually studying this acronym that freedom for us, the full form is fearlessness, responsibility, empathy, eternal values, dutifulness, others welfare oriented, and magnificence. So we had discussed the first two, which was fearlessness and responsibility and dutifulness. After that, we were to discuss about empathy and others welfare oriented. So I'll start with here with this slide. All right. So see, now can anybody tell me what does empathy means, or what do you mean by others welfare oriented? Anybody who can just share their view on this particular thing?
मुझे लगता है हम जो भी कुछ काम करते हैं या जो भी कुछ एक्टिविटी करते हैं उसका इम्पैक्ट दूसरों पे पड़ता ही पड़ता है मोस्ट ऑफ
बिल्कुल
द टाइम। तो जब भी हम कोई काम करें तो हम उनको भी अगर कंसीडर करके करते हैं तो मुझे लगता है कि दिस इज others welfare oriented activity if we are thinking about that.
एग्जैक्टली सो बेसिकली आपने बहुत अच्छे पॉइंट्स बोले। अब इसमें क्या है, देखो कि पहली बात तो ये होती है कि हम यही चीज फ्रीडम पर डिस्कस कर रहे थे कि हमें जो हम करना चाहते हैं उस चीज का हमें फ्रीडम है, लेकिन हमें हमेशा ये चीज ध्यान रखनी चाहिए कि हम अपने फ्रीडम को एक्सरसाइज करने की वजह से ऐसा तो नहीं कर रहे कि हम दूसरे के फ्रीडम को खत्म कर रहे हैं। क्या हम दूसरे के ऊपर चीजें इम्पोज तो नहीं कर रहे हैं, या क्या हम दूसरे को उस चीज से हर्ट तो नहीं कर रहे हैं? दैट इज ऑल्सो समथिंग दैट वी शुड टेक केयर। So in empathy, we say that empathy allows us to understand others and quite often compels us to take action to relieve others pains, suffering, other person's suffering. So हम हमेशा empathy का मतलब वही हो गया कि हम हमेशा ये ध्यान रखें कि अगर हम कुछ कर रहे हैं तो वो सामने वाले को अफेक्ट कर सकता है और उसकी सफरिंग। जस्ट अ सेकंड। Just a second, guys. Just allow me 1 minute. I'll just bring a glass of water. All right. Sorry, everyone. I think that is actually so कुछ दिन तो कोविड ने परेशान किया है, अब नाउ जब वो खत्म हो रहा है तब भी हल्का हल्का कफ परेशान कर ही रहा है। Anyways, getting back. So yeah, so where was I? So it's very important कि empathy रखी जाए towards others. हम कभी कभी क्या करते हैं कि दो तरीके के लोग होते हैं, या तो एक एक तरीके के लोग होते हैं जो अपने ऊपर इतना ज्यादा हार्श होते हैं कि वो अपने टैलेंट्स, अपने स्किल्स को सबको भूल कर जो मिस्टेक्स वो कर रहे होते हैं उसके लिए उनको क्रिटिसाइज करते रहते हैं कि मैं अपने आप को क्रिटिसाइज करती जा रही हूँ, मैं ये नहीं कर सकती, मैं वो नहीं कर सकती, एंड आई एम क्रिटिसाइजिंग माई सेल्फ एंड क्रिएटिंग दैट नेगेटिव एनर्जी इनसाइड माई सेल्फ। एंड दूसरे तरीके के लोग होते हैं जो अपने आप को ही सब कुछ मानते हैं। मैं इज व्हाट दे हैव अ कंसेप्ट ऑफ। सो वो मैं नहीं चलता है, और ना ही वो नेगेटिव एनर्जी चलती है। दोनों तरीके के लोग ही सही नहीं है। हमेशा थर्ड तरीके का होना चाहिए, वो ये होना चाहिए कि आप अपने तरफ भी एम्पैथी रखो और दूसरे के तरफ भी एम्पैथी रखो। डोंट बी सो हार्श टू योरसेल्फ आल्सो, एंड so that, and also don't be harsh to others also. So yeah, and the other thing is that others welfare oriented is, आप जो भी काम कर रहे हैं सोसाइटी में, आपको ये ध्यान रखना चाहिए है कि वो काम क्या किसी और को इफेक्ट तो नहीं कर रहा है, क्या आपका ये काम सही इंटेंट से है, क्या ये किसी और को नुकसान तो नहीं पहुंचाएगा। ऑलराइट, सो इसके लिए अगर से फॉर सपोज हमारे पास वन रूम है, और उस वन रूम में हमने एक इंसान को रखा है, सो दैट पर्सन इज फ्री टू डू वॉट एवर he or she wants to do. But अगर उसी रूम के अंदर दो लोग हैं, ठीक है, सो ऑब्वियसली क्लैश ऑफ आइडियाज होगा। हाउ? मैं कुछ और बोलूंगी, वो सेकंड पर्सन कुछ और बोलेगा, हम दो जने एक ही रूम में है, हमारे अलग आइडियाज है, हमारा अलग पर्सपेक्टिव है, एंड देयर कैन बी फाइट्स, देयर कैन बी डिफरेंस ऑफ ओपिनियंस, क्योंकि हम एग्री ना करें हर बात पर। बट देन उसका भी एक तरीका है कि आप अगर किसी की बात से एग्री नहीं कर रहे हो, तो आप सामने वाले की बात को समझो, अंडरस्टैंड करो। एग्री नहीं कर रहे हो तो ऑलवेज इट्स वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट यू डू इट विद द राइट वे, यू प्रेजेंट योर whatever you feel with the right way, and choose the right words, choose the right action। एंड ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि हम बिल्कुल ही अगेंस्ट जा रहे हैं, हम सामने वाले की बात सुन ही नहीं रहे हैं और हम अपने आप को ही सिर्फ मान रहे हैं। तो दैट इज व्हाट हैपेंड विद यूएसए, when half of the people were doing something, and then half of the people were doing something, and then there was a clash. Why? Because रेसिज्म होना शुरू हो गया, एंड वो एग्री ही नहीं कर रहे थे किसी भी चीज के ऊपर, एंड two different communities started fighting, and they belonged to USA only, so but they started fighting. If I talk about India only, then two communities fight, and they feel that because they have difference of opinion, they fight. But it's very important to understand that we all will have to live in harmony, and we all will have to see the welfare of others. Otherwise this world will be a mess, and we will not end, like it will just end on a very very bad note, and we won't be able to contribute anything to the world. So it's very important to live with peace. Okay, so yes, so in becoming exactly who we want to become, we must also become empathetic enough to tolerate those who decide to become extremely different from us. The paradox is that becoming highly individualized is usually accompanied by a lack of perspective. So again, यहाँ पे भी वही बात बोली गई है कि आप इतना एम्पैथेटिक होना चाहिए है एक इंसान को कि अगर कोई ये बात चूज करता है कि वो हमसे बिल्कुल डिफरेंट रहना चाहता है, या वो हमसे बिल्कुल डिफरेंट आइडियोलॉजीज रखता है, तो आप उसकी आइडियोलॉजीज को रिस्पेक्ट कर सको, आप उसको उसकी आइडियोलॉजीज को सुन सको। इट्स नॉट नेसेसरी दैट यू फॉलो दोज आइडियोलॉजीज, बट it's important that we don't disrespect those ideologies, and okay, we can coexist in the same place. So you just have to convince yourself that you're better, you're smarter, or stronger, or more moral. But again, that is just another harmful distinction. How? If you waste your freedom on keeping others down, you're no better than your worst enemy. To be truly empathetic is to accept an individual's right to believe whatever he wants to believe, even if it can hurt you or others. So again, the same thing is being said that so कभी कभी ये होता है कि हम अपने ईगो में इतना आ जाते हैं कि हम सामने वाले की बात को सुनते नहीं है, और क्या पता हम उसकी बात को समझ भी रहे हैं, फिर भी हम जानबूझ के उसकी बात को नलिफाई करने की कोशिश करते हैं, क्योंकि हमें ऐसा लगता है कि अगर हमने उसकी बात मान ली तो हमारी इज्जत कम हो जाएगी, या सामने वाले के सामने वाले को लगेगा कि मैंने उसकी बात मान ली है तो मेरी बात में दम नहीं था, मेरी इज्जत कम हो गई। या स्टूडेंट्स को मे बी अगर अगर आप टीचर हैं तो आपको मे बी कभी लगे कि मैंने स्टूडेंट की बात मान ली तो ऐसा लगेगा कि मुझे कुछ नहीं आता। There can be different perspectives of different people. So that is being your worst enemy, because it's very important कि आप अपने आप को एक्सेप्ट करें एंड आप सामने वाले को भी एक्सेप्ट करें और उसके पॉइंट ऑफ व्यूज को भी एक्सेप्ट करें, उसको एम्पैथी रखें उसकी टुवर्ड्स। Okay, so this was the question that was there in the game also, that do you want to be a push start machine or a self start machine? So I personally feel that it's very important that we should be a self start machine, but at the same time I feel that sometimes there comes a phase in our life when we need a certain push, maybe from parents, from siblings, from our mentors, our guides, our teachers, where we want that particular push, their motivation basically, uh, to to help us actually come out of a problem, or to help us come out of a fix that we are in currently. But majorly, it's very important for a person to be a self-start machine, because there's nobody who's going to help you uh, at every particular stage of your life. There comes a point where you need to take charge of your own life, and you have to necessarily be a self-start machine. What do you guys think? Like, do you want to be a self-start machine or a push-start machine, or you already are a self-start machine? What do you guys feel? And people who marked in the game that they want to be self-start machine, I would also want to understand their perspective on why they want to be a self-start machine. Anybody who wants to share their viewpoints on this? Anyone? Come on, guys. You marked this answer in the Kahoot game. So why do you feel that it's important to be a self-start machine? You can drop your answers in the chat box as well.
मैम मुझे लगता है जब तक हम सेल्फ स्टार्ट मशीन नहीं होंगे तो हम जो भी काम करेंगे वो हम 100% अपने परफेक्शनेस के साथ नहीं कर पाते, चाहे वो कोई भी हो। तो हम अपने लिए सेल्फ मोटिवेटेड रहने के लिए और अच्छे रिजल्ट्स के लिए हमें अपने आप को खुद ही सेल्फ स्टार्ट मशीन की तरह वर्क करना चाहिए।
Okay. Yes. Anybody else who wants to share?
मैम इसके लिए मैं ये एग्जांपल देना चाहूंगी कि मैं बहुत कोशिश करती थी कि मैं थोड़ी एक्सरसाइज करूं, थोड़ा बाहर घूमूं, और सब मोटिवेट भी करते थे, पर मैं उसके लिए मेंटली और फिजिकली प्रिपेयर नहीं हो पाती थी। पर जब से मैंने अपने आप को थोड़ा सा मेंटली स्ट्रॉन्ग किया, थोड़ा मेडिटेशन किया, थोड़ा अपने माइंड को डाइवर्ट किया, तो मैं फिजिकली उसके लिए कैपेबल हो पाई कि अब मैं खुद अपने आप को वॉक पे जाने के लिए या दूसरी फिजिकल एक्टिविटीज करने के लिए प्रिपेयर कर पाती हूँ। तो अब मुझे किसी की जरूरत नहीं कि कोई मुझे कहे कि हाँ ये काम करना है, ये तुम्हारे फिजिकल हेल्थ के लिए अच्छा है।
एग्जैक्टली ये एग्जाम्पल आपने बहुत अच्छा शेयर किया सुजाता जी। जो सो बेसिकली होता यही है कि जब हमें कभी कभी हमें उस मोटिवेशन की जरूरत होती है तो हम पुश स्टार्ट मशीन बन सकते हैं, बट मेजरली सेल्फ स्टार्ट मशीन क्यों होना चाहिए वो यही है कि जैसे उन्होंने बताया कि अपनी विल पावर को इतना स्ट्रॉन्ग करना जरूरी हो जाता है कि चाहे आपके सर पे बैठ के कोई भी कितना भी बोल रहा है और कितना भी आपको मोटिवेट करने की कोशिश कर रहा है, अगर आपको वो फ्रॉम विद इन नहीं आएगा, आपको अंदर से आपकी सोल चिल्ला के नहीं बोलेगी कि आप ये काम कर सकते हो, आप ये काम करो, दिस इज गुड फॉर यू, यू शुड डू इट। सो until unless it comes from within, you would not feel interested to do it. अब कितना भी कोई भी हमें बोल ले, हम उसकी बात बोलेंगे हाँ ठीक है मैं करूंगी, बट जब अंदर से ही नहीं आएगा तो आप नहीं कर पाओगे। एंड सेल्फ स्टार्ट मशीन ऑल्सो मीन्स दैट यू नीड टू बी वेरी कनेक्टेड विद योर सोल। आप अपने आप से, अपनी सोल से कनेक्टेड होना बहुत बहुत जरूरी है। अगर आप अपनी सोल से कनेक्टेड नहीं हो और आप अपने आप से, कहते हैं ना तुम अपने आप से बात कर रहे हो तो पागल हो, नहीं, आपका अपने आप से बात करना बहुत बहुत जरूरी है। सो आई सी लॉट ऑफ पीपल nowadays going on solo trips and they tell me that they enjoy doing that. Why? Because they feel like it's very important for them to take a break and connect with themselves without anybody being around. They just want to feel and understand what they want from their life, and they want to connect with their inner self, and that is very very important. अगर आपका अपने ऊपर ही कंट्रोल नहीं होगा, आप अपनी सोल से कनेक्टेड नहीं होंगे, आप कभी भी सेल्फ स्टार्ट मशीन नहीं बन पाएंगे। और सेल्फ स्टार्ट मशीन, ये मशीन क्या है? सो बेसिकली आई मेड दिस क्वेश्चन कि हम स्कूटी चलाते हैं तो स्कूटी में एक तो होती है वो किक वाली कि हम किक मार के स्कूटी स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं, और एक होती है सेल्फ स्टार्ट, वो बटन आ गया आजकल, आप उसको क्लिक करें और आपकी स्कूटी ऑन हो जाएगी। सो फ्रॉम देयर, सो सेल्फ स्टार्ट मशीन सो इजी टू जस्ट सेल्फ स्टार्ट it and then go ahead with it. But to invent that self start button in a scooty took so many years. People were doing it, scooter se leke scooty jab launch hui tab tak bhi people were doing it kick se hi. So same way it can take you some years or maybe a lot many years to connect with yourself, to understand yourself, and to be completely a self start machine. By completely I mean that you don't require any more push from anybody, and you're completely a self start machine. That may take time, but we should actually start doing it. We should start trying to become a self start machine, because that is very very important for us. अपनी अपनी डोर अपने हाथ में होना बहुत बहुत जरूरी है। Okay, so going forward, so yes, so in becoming exactly who we want to become, we must also become no, I guess this went back, just a second. Yes, so the next slide is eternal values. So now what does eternal values mean? Eternal values बहुत सिंपल सी चीज है। देखो, अगर हम हमेशा बोलते हैं ना कि हम we are getting inspired from a certain person and हम उसकी वैल्यूज की बात करते हैं, चाहे वो कोई भी ऐसी पर्सनालिटी जिसको हम बाद में याद करते हैं और उसकी वैल्यूज के बारे में याद करते हैं कि इस इंसान ने मुझे इंस्पायर किया टू बी लाइक दिस, या उस इंसान ने मुझे इंस्पायर किया, इवन आफ्टर दे डाई we still remember those people, and we remember those people with those certain values that we associate with them. So there's something that on the eve of Mahatma Gandhi's birth anniversary, President Pranab Mukherjee has said that Gandhi Jayanti is an occasion when we remember the father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi ji, who continues to inspire millions of people across the world. Gandhiji's ideals of non-violence and freedom, equality, and religious tolerance have eternal value. Gandhiji taught us the value of harmonious coexistence and mutual respect. अभी तक भी अगर गांधी जी की बात होती है तो हम हमेशा बात करते हैं नॉन वायलेंस, हम फ्रीडम, इक्वालिटी, रिलीजियस टॉलरेंस एंड प्रणब मुखर्जी जी ने क्या बोला, उन्होंने यही चीज बोला कि उनकी जो वैल्यूज हैं वो इटर्नल है। मतलब उस वो वैल्यूज हमेशा हमेशा ट्रू रहेंगी, वो वैल्यूज कभी भी चेंज नहीं होंगी। इट विल ऑलवेज हैव एन इटर्नल वैल्यू टू इट। व्हाई? बिकॉज these are some things that are not temporary in the world, and it will last till eternity. Even if you die, these values will be remembered, and people are still getting inspired from those values. So it's very important that while exercising your freedom, it's very important that you do something uh, for the world, for the society, and do something in your life which is actually eternal, which has an eternal value to it. ऐसा ना हो कि आप मर गए तो लोग बस आपको इसलिए याद करें कि वो आपसे एसोसिएटेड थे और आपसे प्यार करते थे। नहीं, वो आपको आपकी वैल्यूज के लिए भी याद रखे कि यार वो जो था ना, उसमें ये चीज बहुत अच्छी थी, वो सबकी बहुत रिस्पेक्ट करता था। वो so those values are remembered always, and that value has an eternal thing to it. So the most important thing in this world that has a true eternal value is having a relationship with God, as the free gift of eternal life comes only through him to all those who believe in him. Okay, so and so the top line here says that eternal truths, values, and questions never change and are believed to be always true and to be relevant in all situations. They don't deviate and remain same for everyone. So non-violence is something which is same for you also and for me also. It will not change. Non-violence means non-violence, and the definition of that is defined by Gandhiji only, by the work that he did for India, by the work that he did for the freedom movement that we fought for. So that is something that is already fine. Okay, so how can we create and maintain it? How can we create freedom for us? How can we maintain that once we create it? So freedom is an ongoing process. Self-transformation begins the process of world transformation. The world will not be free from war and injustice until individuals themselves are set free. This is very, very important, guys. So what I was talking just previous in the slides was that you need to be a self-start machine. You need to have a connection with your inner self. And then there should be a self-transformation. If every individual starts doing this self-transformation, then there'll be world transformation. वो कहते हैं ना, बूंद बूंद से सागर बनता है। तो बस वही है कि अगर हर एक इंडिविजुअल सेल्फ ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन करना शुरू कर देगा और वो ये सारी वैल्यूज यूज करना शुरू करेगा, वो वैल्यू बेस्ड हैप्पीनेस को अपनी लाइफ में एक्चुअली इम्प्लीमेंट करेगा और इन वैल्यूज को समझेगा, then definitely there will be world transformation. और world transformation का मतलब है कि war खत्म and injustice खत्म, and we'll be actually set free. The most potent power to put an end to internal and external wars is the human conscious. Any act of freedom, when aligned with the human conscious, is liberating, empowering, and enabling. Now coming to the negative liberty and the positive liberty, which the question was there in the Kahoot. So negative liberty concerns what others might do to limit your actions. And this is something we always think about. हम मेजरली हमेशा यही सोचते हैं कि अगर मैं कुछ नहीं कर पा रही हूँ तो we start blaming others and we start thinking as if they are not giving us equal opportunity. Say for suppose if you're in a job, you feel your boss is not giving you attention, you feel your boss is not understanding your viewpoints, and they're not giving you equal opportunity, or they are being biased. A student may feel that the teacher is being biased, and they're not giving you the liberty, the freedom to just say. And so we always think that हमारी लिबर्टी, हमारी फ्रीडम जो है वो दूसरों के एक्शन से लिमिटेड है और दूसरे उसको कंट्रोल करते हैं, जबकि पॉजिटिव लिबर्टी ये बोलती है कि यू कंट्रोल your life and you are the master of your own life, and you have the liberty to control your life. Have the liberty that you create a position for yourself in a way that nobody can create a hindrance in your life. And if somebody is creating a hindrance, somebody is creating a problem, then you have the strength, you show the strength to fight towards it and show that yes, you are capable for it. If you think that your boss is being biased, then show him or her that you are good at it and he cannot do this certain thing with you. And if you feel that your efforts are not being valued here, there are a lot of jobs available in the market and you are talented enough and you are skillful enough, just leave the job and go away. So recently something like this happened with me also, that I was feeling that I'm not valued here, and things got better for me. I cannot obviously share the whole thing here, but things got better for me, and I struggled a lot for it, and but things got better for me. So, and now the new year actually gave a lot of happiness to me in that sense, touch wood. So things get better if we work towards it. So that is what positive liberty means. अपनी डोर अपने हाथ में रखो. You control your life. Don't let others control your life. That is, you're positively free. If you enjoy mastery over yourself so as to achieve your goals or ambitions, people who don't have the resources to control their actions due to factors such as deprivation or addiction don't enjoy much positive freedom, even if nobody is restraining them. You, we every day listen to stories like, recently also it happened that uh, uh, auto driver's daughter cleared a particular exam, I guess IES or something. So she cleared a particular exam. Then there was one more uh, uh, real example where a farmer's son cleared the exam without having the resources. So if they would have been blaming people over it, they would not have reached anywhere in their life. So everybody has to go through a certain struggle, and everybody is facing any or the other problem. It's just that we need to identify our problems and fight towards it, and not think that the grass is greener on the other side. We always feel the grass is greener. हमें हमेशा लगता है सामने वाला तो बहुत सुखी है, सामने वाले के पास तो सब कुछ है, बट ऐसा नहीं होता है. सामने वाला अगर सुखी दिख रहा है तो जरूरी नहीं है कि वो एक्चुअली में सुखी हो, वो शायद प्रिटेंड कर रहा हो. तो सेम वे जैसे आप दुखी हैं, वो भी दुखी हो सकता है. इट्स जस्ट दैट कि आपको अपने दुखों को संभालना आना चाहिए और उनसे फाइट करके उनको बेटर बनाना आना चाहिए. सो एंड हर किसी की लाइफ में होता है. एंड आप लोग तो इनफैक्ट आई कैन सी अ लॉट ऑफ पार्टिसिपेंट्स हियर हु आर मैरिड एंड हु आर more experienced in the terms of the challenges that life has to offer us. So I'm sure that you all of you have faced certain challenges in your life, and I'm sure that you guys are handling it with all your strength, and you guys are handling it wonderfully. And just have faith in yourself, and nobody can ever put you down in that case. Then all right, so this was it for today.